What if I told you that breakfast, lunch, and dinner aren't actually a rule of human biology? Think about it. Almost every day we wake up and eat breakfast. A few hours later, it's lunch. Then by evening, we're ready for dinner. It feels completely normal. But here's the strange part. For most of human history, people didn't eat this way at all. So, who decided we should eat exactly 3 meals a day? Welcome to Think Frontier, where everyday questions lead to surprisingly fascinating answers. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors didn't wake up wondering what was for breakfast. Hunter-gatherers ate when food was available. If a hunt was successful or edible plants were easy to find, they might eat several times. But when food was scarce, they could go much longer without a proper meal. There were no lunch breaks, no dinner at 7 p.m., and definitely no alarms reminding anyone it was time to eat. Food was based on opportunity, not a schedule. But things slowly began to change when humans developed agriculture. Farming made daily life more organized. People started working around predictable routines, seasons, and daylight. A farmer might eat something small before heading into the fields, stop for food during the day, and then enjoy a larger meal after the work was finished. Sound familiar? It was beginning to look a little like our modern eating schedule. But 3 meals still weren't a universal rule. In fact, breakfast had a surprisingly complicated reputation. During parts of medieval European history, many adults didn't regularly eat breakfast. Morning meals were often associated with children, older adults, the sick, or people doing demanding physical labor. Some religious and cultural attitudes even treated eating early in the day as unnecessary indulgence. So, how did breakfast become such a normal part of modern life? One major reason was the Industrial Revolution. Factories changed the way millions of people lived. Workers had to wake up early, arrive at a specific time, and spend long hours doing physically demanding jobs. Waiting until midday to eat wasn't always practical, so eating before work made sense. A morning meal could provide energy before a long shift, and breakfast gradually became a regular part of the working day. Then there's lunch. For farmers, eating around midday was relatively simple. They often worked near their homes or communities. But factories and offices created a new problem. Workers couldn't just eat whenever they wanted. Businesses needed organized schedules, so designated breaks became common. Schools also developed structured lunch periods, giving students time to eat during the day. Slowly, the midday meal became something society expected. Even today, millions of people take lunch around noon. Not necessarily because they're starving at that exact moment, but because that's when their schedule says it's lunchtime. And then we have dinner. Historically, the word dinner didn't always mean an evening meal. It often referred to the biggest or most important meal of the day, and that meal could happen around midday. But as work schedules changed, the main meal shifted later. People returned home after work and ate with their families. Electric lighting also made evening activities easier, allowing daily routines to continue after sunset. Dinner became more than just food. It became social time, a chance for families to sit together, talk about their day, and celebrate special occasions. But here's where things get really interesting. Your body doesn't have a built-in rule saying, you must eat exactly 3 meals. There isn't one universal meal schedule that works perfectly for every person. Some people prefer 3 balanced meals. Others eat smaller meals throughout the day. And some people follow time-restricted eating patterns. Factors like age, activity level, health needs, work schedules, and personal preferences can all influence when someone eats. The quality and overall amount of food can matter more than simply hitting breakfast, lunch, and dinner at exact times. And if you travel around the world, the idea of a normal meal schedule changes quickly. In some cultures, lunch is the biggest meal of the day. In others, dinner happens very late at night. Some people eat several smaller meals, while afternoon snacks, tea traditions, and street food are major parts of daily life. Even the names of our meals tell an interesting story. Breakfast literally means breaking the fast after sleeping. Dinner traditionally referred to the main meal of the day, regardless of when it happened. And lunch developed from luncheon, a term once connected with a lighter meal or snack. So why do we eat 3 meals a day? Not because humans were biologically programmed to do it. The answer is a mix of agriculture, religion, culture, factories, schools, and modern work schedules. Over centuries, society organized the day, and our meals became organized along with it. So the next time you sit down for lunch simply because the clock says noon, remember, you may not just be following your hunger. You might be following a routine shaped by thousands of years of human history. If you enjoy discovering the hidden reasons behind everyday life, subscribe to Think Frontier.